front row, Sam Mayer, Carson Kvapil. Here we go from Atlanta.
You see both lanes connected here. That's one thing that we do have different here at Atlanta is you are allowed to connect where you're not at Talladega and Daytona. So, it's going to be whoever can kind of stay connected the longest and who gets that good side draft.
And it's about having the momentum down into turn 3. That's what won Brandon Jones the race last weekend, was he had the momentum at the right time. As you see Carson Kvapil in what looks like the preferred position, but Mayer's fighting back on the inside. That car being able to stuck right to the bottom of the racetrack.
This first stage is going to be a really good test for the 41 because this is the worst his car is going to drive. They mentioned in pre-race how they trimmed their car out to get a pit selection next week. And, so this is going to be the worst that the 41 handles. If he can stay up front during this stage, I think he's going to be tough to beat the rest of the night.
Wheel and caution lights are on. It happens early. We've seen that, boy, a decent amount this year in the O'Reilly Auto Parts Series. Joey Gase in the 55.
Looks like he maybe has leaked a little bit of fluid onto the racetrack. We'll see how much of a cleanup that is.
And Austin Hill did make a pit stop. We talked about some of the things they were fighting. You guys watched the pit stop there during the break, and we'll replay it here now.
Well, they went under the hood. You saw the guy kind of working the throttle linkage. See this guy falling out the side of the car. And they didn't see anything. The only thing that they were able to do is just lube it up a little bit, and maybe it was dry. You wouldn't think that from the shot, but
it feels better so far.
That's a good sign. There you go. A little lube goes a long ways, Adam. Gosh, both those first 2 rows have done such a good job of getting hooked together. Saw them push all the way through turns 1 and 2 last time. They're still hooked together right here, coming off of 2.
See Austin Hill way back in the pack there, going 3 wide. He wants to get to the front as soon as possible.
I'd set the over-under at a position inside the top 15. Mayer gets a shove in that outside lane, takes over control of the race.
See Jesse Love gonna do a little side draft right here on the 1 car. I thought he might slide up behind him as we get a look at Austin Hill on the left-hand side of your screen, driving through all the kitty litter there into turn 1.
Scored 27th that last time around. Got Brennan Poole in front of him. Harrison Burton as well.
Mayer's finally got a little bit of a comfortable position right here with those guys being 2 wide behind him. You see him manipulating both lanes. Oh, look at how loose the 2 car was right there. It's like he hit that bump, got out from underneath him. Didn't really lose that much momentum. You see he's going to slide up now, get in behind Kvapil. Probably try to regroup right here.
So the challenge for the 41 car is not going to be when he's out front. It's if he gets shuffled somewhere outside the top 5, that's when it's going to be a challenge for him to drive his car in these conditions. But if you qualify on the pole and say, you know what, I'm just going to lead the entire first stage until it does go dark, then that's a pretty good strategy.
And you're him having to roll out of the throttle just a little bit on entry. Those guys 2 wide. Ooh, really got slow. Look how loose that car is.
We got one
on the wall.
Stay down, stay down, stay
Whoa,
down.
whoa,
Get up.
Wheel and caution lights are on for a second time. Leland Honeyman Jr. had to get away from him in the 92.
We take a look at Leland Honeyman right here. Looks like he got loose right there. But look at that, no contact. You see the tires blowing out. Tell you what, to spin at Atlanta and only need 4 tires, that's a win.
Well, I mean,
Look
4
at those
wide off
guys
of turn
going
4,
by him right there.
Dodging and diving and trying to stay out of trouble. Jake Finch, we talked about him. Ryan Sieg, Kyle Sieg, all dancing around the 92. 19 to go, stage 1. Leaders coming through the EchoPark restart zone. That's Sammy Smith down to the inside of Sam Mayer.
It almost looked like the 8 got a little loose when he initially got on the throttle, but the mistake's going to pay off. He's actually going to have the momentum, it looks like, on their side. Does it shift, though, as they go down the backstretch? It looks like Creed's also going to get connected. See those guys side drafting all the way down the backstretch. Look at the 1 just shoving Sam Mayer down the backstretch.
This is actually a vulnerable spot for the inside line. That's typically why you'll see people migrate up to the top lane, then get single file. Is that it's really hard to keep your car down on the bottom as you enter turn 3.
He goes back to the 32 next week.
Ooh,
look at the battle for the lead. His teammate, I'll tell you what.
There you go.
Oh, and he made it look easy. Went to the inside. It didn't really look like Mayer was able to challenge him. Just the shorter distance around the bottom of turns 1 and 2.
Somewhere Carla Metz is smiling. She picked him pre-race.
That's right.
That was an impressive move.
No doubt about it. Usually you can time a run out, especially at this racetrack. We talked about how narrow it is. The runs become big here, and they're actually at the end of the straightaway on the front stretch. For whatever reason, the bend in that straightaway there just creates huge runs, and you'll see it a lot tomorrow in the Cup race as well. You shoot down to the bottom, you usually can get yourself back up.
Interesting to see if Mayer counters. Does he try to get back to the lead? Oh, look how loose that car is. Hang on.
Oh, my goodness, Sam Mayer, a kiss to the wall. But what a ride.
This is what we talked about. That car is vulnerable in these type of conditions.
Oh, he's got a flat.
Well, this is deja vu, right?
Everybody's coming inside.
In the spring, starts on the pole, has an issue, has to make an unscheduled pit stop, lost 3 laps, eventually got back on the lead lap, finished top 10, but given up a lot of points here when he had a great opportunity to capitalize.
And this isn't going to bring a caution out. He's going to be able to get to pit road unless that tire comes off. That was pretty big contact he had on the exit of turn 4 to knock that tire down. I think you said it, Denny. You get back in a little bit of dirty air. Gosh, he chased it forever. You know, look at the run that Sammy Smith's going to have behind. What does he end up doing? Does he try to take the run right here? Love's going to time it out. He does. Goes to the inside. It looks to, oh, he is. He's going to get him cleared right here. Great move by Jesse Love. Just textbook pass. It's exactly what we saw Carson do to Sam Mayer. Oh, he's going to have to block him now.
Quapple back to the inside.
Yeah,
coming to 1 to go in the stage.
If he can't get clear, he is going to get clear. Yeah. Great job. The 1 car super fast tonight.
Now the 2's going to have a big run here because he's going to get the push from the 8. So watch the 2's run here. It's just a matter whether he gets to him before the entry of turn 1.
So much on the line. You want to take advantage when you're in position to get these points. And everybody up there racing for something.
And you see Jesse Love trying to go to the outside. You're trying to build that gap a little bit so you can have some momentum down the backstretch, but it just doesn't look to me like they were able to get the run they needed. Sammy Smith, ooh, the 2 car must have got tight right there behind him. Sammy Smith, great job to get back inside of him. Junior Motorsports 1 and 2.
Entertaining into the opening stage. Caution comes out. And it's going to be Carson Quapple that wins the opening stage. Problems for Brandon Jones.
Looks like a flat right front tire, a little bit of fender damage.
If you look at the
fender damage on both sides as well.
He does.
Most recent winner, and you know he wanted to come home and make a splash at Atlanta, and some issues as we wrap up the opening stage. And as you look at these results, just put a little bit of an asterisk there, no doubt on Quapple, but because we're paying points on the final lap of a stage, you score based on where you are at the time of caution, so there could be a little movement there. We'll follow up. Let's see what happened here to Brandon Jones.
See, he's got a little run on his teammate. Oh, he just got up, got a little bit loose.
Wow.
Oh, and contact from Austin Hill.
Yeah, Austin Hill ends the stage 12th, but maybe a little damage there. Whole lot going on in the pit lane.
Look at that, slides it in there, back around.
Mentioned the fact that Quapple lost 6 spots in the pit road exchange.
Saw they struggled to get that left rear tire off, and once it gets caulked, it's really hard to get it pulled out. Ooh, watch that. Wow. That hurt.
Yeah, 2 teams been great on pit road throughout the balance of the campaign, but some problems here.
Cruz with a nice little launch.
Yeah, bringing us through the EchoPark restart zone. 19 in charge to begin stage 2.
And Austin Hill just did an awesome job timing that out. He's going to have all this momentum, gets to the outside of a bunch of guys. They have Sieg pinned on the outside, just fading to the back with no momentum.
Inside lane, wins out on the restart. Harrison Burton with a jump. And right behind him, Raja Karuth.
Going to keep our eye on Raja. He was really good here when we were here in February. Even with his car tore up, I know we have seen some of these guys with some damage, but that 88 car was tore up in February and still really fast at the end of the race, and he does a great job. And Sammy Smith, 3 wide, he talked about kind of taking it easy in that first stage. Well, gloves are off now.
Another driver up there in that mix we haven't talked about tonight, Corey Day, 17, quiet start for the driver that won the last time we were in the draft at Talladega.
Brent Cruz gets hung out now. You see those guys, I don't know if it's that he just doesn't have the grip that he needs from, staying out longer on tires, or if they just didn't want to deal with him at this point in the race, but going backwards.
Yeah, I've been watching Corey Day. He's been slow and methodical towards the front, but you know he qualified 13th, so you know he's got a little bit of grip to his race car, and I think he's going to be a factor in this thing.
Oh, we got a little contact from Staropoli. Hang on.
He's been out of control for a little bit of this race, so
since the green.
Yeah.
Well, we stay green.
Oh, we do. Yeah, he's going to get it going here. Oh, be careful merging back up. There's a car coming.
He was 16th, having a pretty good night after qualifying 10th earlier today.
I like they kept it green right there. Staropoli hadn't hit anything. He's going to be able to go on. I don't even think he has any flat tires. We get a look at it right there. Just wow, just got out from underneath him. Simply just loose right there.
1-2, Sammy Smith, Justin Allgaier.
And we saw Raja starting to lift just a few laps ago, and now he's starting to drop back from the pack, so he might fall back actually to the Quapple and Day group.
And Denny mentioned earlier, so we have one to go right here, that he thought the 51 of Jeremy Clements might have been the best driving car. I could argue the 7 right now because he has run right behind the 8 the entire time. He's going to try to get a run right here, see if he can make something happen the bottom of turns 3 and 4.
Maybe a little bit of a rehearsal for what we'll see later in the race. Allgaier looking inside of his teammate.
Gonna get inside of him.
Stage 2. 7 inside, 8 outside. Back to the line. It's going to be a photo finish to end the stage.
Allgaier.
How about it? Front row, front 2 rows, all junior motorsports. Allgaier, Carruth get us going. 65 to go at Atlanta.
There's a little contact with Raja and Justin Allgaier there right before the start, but
Jesse Love 3 wide on the top.
Got his teammate there with him.
Oh, he does, but is that going to work out? You see that outside lane. Oh, they're going to be 3 wide, multiple rows deep. Now this is going to get sketchy for all these guys.
Well, those are all RCR Alliance cars, right? You got the 2 of Jesse Love, 21 Austin Hill, 87 Nick Sanchez. Look who's back in it at the front. Sheldon Creed just laid in the weeds, stage 1, stage 2. The man that won here in February, back on point in July.
Oh,
Harrison Burton, Dad Jeff won here a couple of times. And this will produce caution number 5. He was 17th, so having a decent night. Teammate Dean Thompson in the top 15 right now, so both those cars from Sam Hunt have had their moments.
Yeah, blew up.
Sheldon Creed in control, outside lane, 54 to go.
great restart by both those first 3 rows, really all hooked together. See Jesse Love going to try to make that outside work with his teammate. I just don't think outside it's so far around on the restart. Those guys are running wide open through there.
Yeah, and the gaps between the cars is going to start to get smaller now that the track is picking up grip. So it'll be a little bit more difficult when he does choose to go to the outside like right now.
Oh, and his teammate fills the gap.
Yes.
Decides not to go with him.
Yep, and then there's no gap behind him either. And now here comes the 20. So this is where you really got to be aware and be very strategic with when you choose to take the run.
Look at him.
It hasn't
outside
always
again.
been easy. He's faced his fair share of problems tonight.
Brandon
We're
Jones.
toward the, oh, we got problems. Corey Day and Taylor Gray in a 54.
I wonder if this was not a byproduct of Brandon Jones just
they all
out of
kind of
control.
checked up.
Out of control, and you know, all it takes is one group not to check up and someone doesn't see it and you got a multi-car wreck.
They were just outside the top 15. Caution number 6. You see Taylor Gray sitting there with all that damage. He has dropped to 12th. He's on the chase cut line and right now showing only 13 above the cut. This is the 15th time this year they've had some kind of an issue.
See Brandon Jones right here, slides up, a little contact from Alfredo. Yeah, it's just and Taylor Gray hard into the outside wall. It's the accordion effect. It's not necessarily the car that gets into the wall. It's 4 or 5 back that pays the price for that. Oh, what a save. What a save by LeVar Scott.
Any line can win. It's just going to be a matter of who gets the push.
Raja's got his teammate behind him in that low lane. Brent Cruz pushing Sheldon Creed outside. Problems back of the pack.
These guys are all able to get it all.
Oh, it's Sam Mayer, and he just got back on the lead lap. I think he just knocked the oil cooler out.
When you think about Sam, not a ton of breathing room back there 10th on the chase leaderboard.
Oh, you see Raja. Oh, yeah, the 41 heavy damage right there. Hard to tell if that's tire smoke or if that's oil. Hopefully it's just tire smoke. He can get to pit road.
Just the way the damage looks, I'd get him to pit road.
Oh, yeah, he's going to have a hard time seeing anyway. Just get off the track. Raja fighting hard, though.
By himself
on
that
the right-hand side of the screen, yeah.
Major statement by the 88 of Raja Caruth, not going away.
Oh, what a
about
Jeremy
Clements.
Jeremy Clements almost saved it.
And there's the caution. I thought we might stay green.
He did save it.
Yeah. 7th yellow of the night as the Wheeling caution lights pop on again with just over 40 to go.
Raja's fighting hard on the bottom. 88 car is super fast.
Well, that's Denny's pick, you know.
Yeah, right. I mean, you guys were trying to wait to a green-white checker to make your picks. I mean, come on.
Get a look at Sam Mayer at the back of your screen. You see that lane just checks up, and he had a little bit of momentum. It's so frustrating.
Yeah, when you're starting that far back, though, there's no hurry. I mean, honestly, you could be 3 car lengths back, and you're going to be on the guy in front of you's front bumper by the time you get to turn 1. It's just the way the draft works. So, yeah, it's just back there, you just need to give yourself a little more room. Here we see a little contact.
Maybe from Anthony Alfredo. I couldn't tell.
Yeah.
Saw Jeremy move down.
36 laps to go at Atlanta.
Good to push.
That outside row much more connected than the inside. Austin Hill was not able to get to Brent Cruz's bumper. Look at Raja giving a big love to Sheldon Creed. Oh, a little block right there from Quapple.
Nick Sanchez trying to make something happen in that outside lane, going in the wrong direction.
Yeah, Jake Finch, who talked about earlier. Look at him in the outside lane, all those Junior Motorsports cars lined up.
Jesse Love making it happen down low.
Yeah, Brent Cruz is trapped on the bottom right now. You know, Dale Jr. talked about that with Raja Caruth under one of those red flags. Oh, and Brent Cruz gets put 3 wide by Sammy Smith now.
Yeah, Sammy diving down to the inside. Got Austin Hill right behind him. Raja Caruth going outside of Creed. He's got his teammate behind him. They're darting around.
Oh, Sammy Smith gonna make it 3 wide. Is there gonna be contact?
The Junior Motorsports Chevys going after Sheldon Creed. They're high, they're low. The 8 trying to make it happen. It's the 88 flashing outside. Big move, Raja Caruth in the lead.
On that inside row is gonna drag Sheldon Creed back a little bit right here. 88 in the 1, Allgaier 3 Junior Motorsports cars, all 4 Junior Motorsports cars in the top 4.
The 21 and the 2 of Hill and Love. And now we get caution number 8.
Man, we finally gotten a little bit of a rhythm right there.
Is that where, is the track, has it picked up a lot of grip? I still see a lot of ill-handling cars out there. Now, they're going to stay tighter longer, but I think if this thing goes green,
it's going to spread out a little bit.
I think it's still going to be a little bit of a track position type race.
JRM front row, control car outside lane. Raja Caruth, 26 remaining.
Austin Hill does a way better job on this restart, was able to get right to the back bumper of Justin Allgaier. Almost pushed him out in front of Raja right there. Oh, Justin is just barely clear. What's he decide to do, though? Does he go up in front of his teammate or stay on the bottom?
Big rally outside lane. Carson Quapple shoving Raja Caruth. The young guys outside of the old guys for the lead at Atlanta.
Look at Justin. A little shorter distance around the bottom. See how long can they run side by side? Denny's referenced numerous times tonight.
Jesse Love darting to the outside lane.
Not clear. Wow. Sammy Smith making it 3 wide on Sanchez. You see Finch is going to fill that gap. 3 wide is going to be hard, 2 rows deep.
Sheldon Creed kind of back in it down there, bottom lane, regaining some momentum. Drafting help from Brent Cruz. And the Viking teammates there, Bright Orange 96, Anthony Alfredo, look out, Jake Finch, into the wall, hangs on to it. And for now, we are green. There is yellow flag number 9.
I was 2 seconds away from telling you, Jake is about to experience some aero situations he has not he's not prepared for.
Driver looking for his first career victory, controlling this race outside of a guy that's won here 5 times, Carruth and Hill.
You got to wonder if that damage on the front of the 21 will hinder him any when he's out in clean air. And look at the restart that inside row gets. They don't want to give Austin Hill control of this race because his management of leading these races is incredible. And Denny mentioned it, the best at it. Oh, you see Carson tries to get to his outside. Hill does an awesome job sliding up in front of him.
Austin Hill in charge. Here comes Raja Carruth down low.
And also what makes him so dangerous out front is his spotter, Derek Nealon. I think he's one of the best at this. And just the rapport they have with each other. They trust each other. Just like you saw down the back straightaway. They're not afraid to clear him when he's 6 inches clear.
Well, and I was getting ready to say, got a caution?
Yeah, that's the 10th caution of the night. Things got away from Jake Finch on the restart. 13 to go now at Atlanta.
Pretty even as they head down into turn 1. Justin cheating up just a little bit.
One thing I'm seeing consistently, the bottom line gets clear.
Launches a little better.
Into turn 1, just about every time whoever's been on the bottom is clear.
Big decision right here for Allgaier. Oh, there he goes. Great. Oh, Austin Hill tried to force it. It's going to get stuck in the middle now, though, as you see Quappo going to the outside.
I don't think this is a big deal for Hill.
Look at his teammate.
Yeah, he's
going to come up
help.
and help him right here.
Oh, my gosh, 4 wide, I thought, for a second.
Oh, that's actually not a bad thing for the 88 to get in front of Austin Hill right there. Maybe get that middle lane going. I think Sammy Smith's in a tough position now.
Oh, there's a crash. Brent Cruz around. Sheldon Creed, the spring winner. Jesse Love, the reigning champ. Jordan Anderson, Dean Thompson.
Who was on the very bottom of this. We don't have him highlighted there. He's in the number 32, apologizing, thinking there was room. See, he makes it 4 wide.
Yeah, and he's the one that made the decision to go 4 wide. If you're 4 wide, I always want to know who was the last guy in.
That's
you know what I mean? That's whose fault it was. Who was the last guy that made that decision? And
it looks like he hits
that
the apron
line
a little
down
bit.
there is out of bounds. I mean, you get below the white and yellow line, you're out of bounds. He wasn't quite there, but that's another thing you got to be thinking about in those situations. Allgaier in charge, 7 to go.
Well, they're all organized really well right there, but look at Sammy Smith all over the back. Oh, Raja moves up just a little bit as he's given that 7 the push he needs.
Yeah, so look at Austin Hill. He's the 3rd car. Now the top lane's going to go because the 87 was laid back on the 88 there.
Oh, Sammy makes a move to the inside.
8 drives to the inside of his teammate. Sammy Smith winless this year, but he has one in the draft. Quapple not going away outside. 6 laps to go this time around.
Raja, the big loser on that restart. You see, fell back to 5th. Did a nice job getting back up into the outside line. I love Sammy Smith going for it.
Justin Allgaier got an issue?
Man, we talked about the
Looked like
potential
it,
problems prior to the restart. 7 is fading. Problems for the 19 of Brent Cruz, who was involved in the earlier accident. Here comes the veteran from Winston, Georgia, 3 wide for the lead.
Jeremy
Quapple,
Clements.
Smith and Hill, and Jeremy Clements, you said it right there in line as well. Nick Sanchez painting that line.
The bottom's pretty organized. Sanchez giving a huge shove. We talked about the alliance of RCR. Oh, look at Austin Hill up the track.
Guys into the wall, and there goes Austin Hill around.
I tell you,
Caution is out.
he was out of shape a lap or 2 before that.
Hadn't had an overtime all year. We're going to get extra racing 2 weeks in a row. The storyline that could come out of this race depending on who is able to get it done.
Watch right here. Austin Hill makes it 3 wide, going for the lead, not able to get clear. That's going to stack all these cars up, and the car to keep your eye on is that yellow 87, who's right behind third row back on the inside. They're going to get organized down the backstretch. Sanchez gets to the inside of Jeremy Clements, gives Austin Hill big shove down here. Then watch. I don't think there's even though there's contact right there from the 88. He's right on his bumper, though. Maybe got him a little arrow loose up the racetrack.
I just am really surprised Sammy Smith did not stay behind Quapple. Like, I hear you, but that's what caused all this chaos and essentially kind of took out 2 Junior Motorsports cars was that, you know, they ended up in a 3 wide situation because, you know, they were clear you know, you're second. That's actually the optimum spot to be in these cars at the end of the race. And just, he took the run, 3 wide, and then here we go.
Quapple Sanchez on the front row.
Ready, green.
Oh, that's second row, Jeremy Clements. Yeah.
Clements is turned. We get a crash. We get a caution.
That was anticlimactic. Man.
Yeah, there's the 20 laying back. I saw that. I just think the 7 got a hold of him, and he just never could let him go. Yeah. The 7, at that time, the 7's already, you know, he's getting pushed by the 20 because the 20 had caught up. So just a chain reaction of once the 51 breaks traction here, everyone's getting shoved. So there's just no getting off of him at that point.
2-lap shootout, double overtime.
But Denny mentioned the third car in line. I look at the bottom to Allgaier. Saw how good he was on this last restart. Was able to get hooked up. What can they do here?
Green.
See if we can finish it this time. Sieg out of line.
Oh, that
I'm wondering if that's fuel,
Out of
right?
gas.
Wow.
Look at that. Nick Sanchez, big push, low lane from Brennan Poole.
Oh, Allgaier. Allgaier's dragging something right there from maybe contacting that wreck earlier.
Look at Retzloff coming through.
Look at
up
Brennan Poole to
fourth.
the lead.
Brennan Poole pushing through. Inside lane 44 for Alpha Prime.
Wow, Allgaier helps him go through. They're both going to clear Sanchez, it looks right here.
Tommy Joe Martin's going to be losing his mind as we come back to the white flag, and once we get the white flag, the next flag will end at Brennan Poole leads.
Brennan's going to have to defend right here from Sanchez. Oh, Sanchez to the inside.
There's contact. Sanchez into the wall. Allgaier is leading. We stay green for now.
Look at Allgaier's car dragging all the way around the track.
That's Parker Retzloff behind him.
Yeah,
He would love to get his first career victory.
Yeah, without some help, I don't see Parker getting there, but Carson's coming with a big run here.
Here's Allgaier coming off the corner, trying to get his second Atlanta win. Quapple is there, but it's Allgaier who delivers his 6th victory of the campaign. Oh my goodness.